I am writing now specifically to my Patreon supporters. As I write, there are 4 of you. Your willingness to contribute to this life is much appreciated. Each of you has been an expression of great light and also great practical help. I have had depth experiences with each of you, and you are all aware of the intensity with which I have struggled to have come this far on my personal journey. Each of you have shared with me a deep expression of love. I am currently being set free from the weakness through which I have often related to the world. In order to do this, I have had to allow some foundational personal beliefs about my own inferiority to crumble. Because these beliefs were foundational, they became interwoven with my motivations, my ability to perform. Much of my personal stories involve my willingness to join, to learn new things, to grow, and to take risks. This risk that I take now, as I have stepped away from the paid work system, has a logical progression. I am not in this position right now because of desperate decisions. One might say that I am a man who is seeking diligently to have his life reordered or reimagined by a power that is greater than himself. The part of this work that is most greatly visible to those of us who are not in present company would be my online videos. These videos represent the dedication of a multi-instrumentalist, singer-songwriter, lover of God, philosopher, writer, teacher, healer, and finally, a sometimes hurt and broken individual. I take risks in these videos. Recently, I have a series called Cautionary Tales, in which I share some of the intimate details of what it has been like to be in relationships, working with some of my most difficult topics. Oftentimes, my videos defy the chronological mind, and they can be difficult to follow. They can also be challenging. There is a process in all of that. These videos are a part of a lifelong transparency experiment, developing authenticity in a public forum. They are meant to be understood as a whole, and they are always representative of a work in progress, as I sometimes consciously imitate those voices of healing that I have encountered in my own search for freedom. I also see myself to be an advocate for those of us who suffer with our mental health and the homeless. A big part of that work has to do with maintaining my dignity and autonomy as I move into this next stage of life. I believe that there is greater wisdom in the depth tribe than there is in the individual. I welcome your ideas and your input. Mental health problems can no longer be addressed as the pathology of the individual. Our individual mental health problems are the symptoms of a greater sickness that we are all aware of now as we peer out into a world of ever-increasing complexity and insecurity. I thank you for your financial support, and I invite you to have these difficult conversations wherever they may present themselves to you. A medical doctor told me not long ago that I had become an expert on the mental health care journey. I believe this to be true. I invite all of your loving prayers. I invite you into communion with a man who is committed to giving this one life in him the greatest of respect. This man hopes to honor each of you. He hopes to honor his children by living fearlessly and dying an honorable death. I hope that you all find yourselves in the deepest heart of love today and always. Love never fails. Trav.